Hi guys, welcome back to the Property King. For today's episode, we're going to discuss what are the requirements in applying for a housing loan or what we call a mortgage. So for this episode, we're going to focus on the housing loan or the property loan for residential properties that are financed through the bank. So we're not going to be talking about pag-ibig loans. We're just going to talk about bank financing, okay? And this is only limited to residential properties because there are also what we call commercial loans for properties, which includes commercial lots, industrial lots, and even office spaces, okay, or office condos. But for this discussion, we're just going to focus on residential properties alone. So the first requirement would be your two valid government-issued IDs. So this could be your driver's license, okay, your PRC ID, if you're a professional, your passport, or any other valid government-issued ID that's not expired. Make sure that the validity is within 6 months from the time that you apply for the loan so that it will be accepted by the bank. So the second requirement would be your income documents. Why? Because the banks need to check your income capacity if you're able to pay the monthly amortization should you get approved by the bank for the loan. Okay, so this would be your past 2 years ITR, your income tax return, also your certificate of employment with the status and compensation. Make sure that it indicates there how much you're earning, what your position is, okay, your tenure, and all the other benefits that you're receiving from the company, okay? And also, you may want to add your bank statements, like past 3 months bank statements or 6 months at the very least, okay? So to show the cash flow coming into your bank accounts. And if you have other sources of income that's not included in the aforementioned documents, you may also add that. Please bear in mind that for the income documents, if you're married, you could include your spouse income documents such as their ITR bank statements or their COE if they're employed. If you're self-employed, if you have your own business, as a substitute to the COE, you can submit your income documents, your FS, okay? So if you have a corporation, they would also ask for your SEC papers, okay, your FS, your financial statements. If it's a partnership as well, or if it's a sole proprietorship, your DTI permit, okay, and all the related documents when it comes to your business. So if you're married, the bank will ask for a copy of your marriage contract. Why do they ask for that? To show proof that first you're married and to check the names, written in the contract versus the one that you sign in the next requirement, which is your application form. So you also need to fill that out. Please bear in mind that even if the titling instruction is only married to, your spouse will still need to sign, the bank application form and also the other documents that needs to be signed from the bank. Okay, so you can't get away with it. If your agent tells you that, okay, it's okay lang, sir, we can hide this from your spouse if you don't want them to know about the property. No, in the end, when you apply for the loan, they will still need to sign the document. So be careful. Another requirement by the bank is the copy of your reservation agreement with the developer as well as the contract to sell. So you need to submit that. So please be sure to keep your contract to sell and your reservation agreement, okay? Another thing that they'll ask is another copy of your final payment schedule or your payment term with the developer to check, okay, the list price, okay, how much is the monthly amortization, and also to check the final balance and the closing costs or what we call the other charges. Apart from this, they may also ask for your payment history, okay, or your statement of account to check if you were able to pay your monthly amortizations on time, if your payments are up to date, and the only thing that's remaining is your final balance that, needs to be financed through the said bank. Now, if you're based abroad or if for some reason you can't physically go to the bank to sign the documents, you will need to execute a special power of attorney, wherein you'll appoint a trusted individual, could be a relative or a close friend of yours, or even a lawyer. Okay, you can hire a lawyer to sign the documents on your behalf. This special power of attorney needs to be notarized if it's signed here in the Philippines. If you're outside the country when you sign the SPA, it has to be consularized, or if the country where you're in is part of the Apostille Convention, then you can go through that So there's no need for you to go to the embassy or to the consular office. So guys, these are the general requirements if the bank that you're applying for the loan for is an accredited bank by the developer. Okay, so if it's not an accredited bank, they may ask for additional requirements. So please be sure to check first with the developer the list of accredited banks before you apply for the loan so that you know which ones would be easier to apply for compared to the others. Okay, so guys, that sums up our video for today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned a lot. If you like the content, press the like button down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, please press subscribe as well. If you have any comments, suggestions, or even questions, put it down in the comment section down below. If you want to book a free property consultation with me, please feel free to do so. Reach us through our social media accounts. We have our Facebook and Instagram. Also, you can email us at rk@propertyking.ph. So again, guys, this is RK from Property King. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, and let's all grow wealthy together. Goodbye.